Okay, we're back after quite a long time because my streaming recording rig was screwed up, and then I decided to rebuild the lab. So, well, see how this works. Anyway, this is where we left the 3000, and can maybe do like this. Here we have 3000 as we left it. Didn't show you that what happens with it. So power on, like here, and you will get the traditional yellow screen here. And this is because I have changed to kickstart ROMs, and kickstart ROMs needs the daughterboard. Diagram doesn't. So push in this one and power on, and let's see what happens. Takes time, and you can see a nice kickstart screen there. And I can put in a hard drive, my SD, power on, and didn't boot. Well, that was because the SD card wasn't entirely into the slot. Boots up, make the ReAmiga somewhat bigger, and here we can see we have 16 megabytes of RAM. Some people have said that the ReAmiga doesn't allow more than 8 megabytes because they misunderstood when I said it uses 8 megabyte sims only. You can have 0, 8 or 16 megabytes of RAM. So 16 works just fine, as you can see. So it boots nicely and everything, and we can do like this. So yeah, so it boots nicely, but we still haven't built it completely. We still have to do the RTC clock and the important one, the Flickerfixer. That one needs to be done as well. So that's what we should be doing now. So we have a complete working machine. Unfortunately, I don't have any capture card for the VGA, so well, you have to trust me, as I'm doing the capture via S-Video on this adapter. Anyway, so what we need now to do is to put in the 74 LS 174. We need to put in the RTC chip, the small oscillator, and potential capacitor there for fine-tuning the RTC clock. You can actually cheat with the 22 picofarad cap there as well, because it's mostly okay in a way, and a battery. So, well, that's what we will do now. Okay, so I have to gather some components. First, we put in the 74 LS 174 into place at U105. And as I'm actually using reused chips here, everyone is tested on another board that I have. Usually the chips aren't bad. not a fan of those through-hole components. I should do everything surface mount instead, but the software used, Sprint layout, is quite so painful to do edits in, so will not happen. Or maybe if there are demand for it, but nothing that I have noticed. Anyway, there's that one. It latches in the clock if needed. For the RTC chip, I actually put in a socket. Sometimes the RTC chip goes bad and can actually make the machine come into a no boot, no startup situation. So to troubleshoot that, you can just remove the RTC chip and see, yeah, it works. Then you know it's a chip that's bad. You can do for all chips socket as well. It's up to you. Do remember that socket can be a reason of issues as well. Even if those through-hole sockets usually have a better connection than the surface mount ones. Okay. That. Put it in here. Then we need the 32768 kilohertz oscillator. And this one is actually a removed one, so I have still some solder left on it, apparently. I didn't find my new ones. One solder blob there, and then you can, it sticks here. Make sure it's a good connection. Do a solder here as well on the top side. And then you need a trim tensiometer cap that I apparently just dropped. I will stop the video and find. And it was actually under the battery holder. So put it in here as well. This one is 12 to 60 picofarad. Actually, it's around, should be around 22 something, and you should be quite okay. As I told before, you can actually put a 22 picofarad cap there, and it will keep the time quite okay anyway. Unfortunately, and the battery holder. Remember, this is now not chargeable batteries at all. It just will need to change the batteries from time to time. I myself prefer to configure the time from network instead. Okay, so there it is. the RTC is fitted, you will need to trim this cap so it keeps the time correct. I will not actually do that here now because, yeah, simply I can't hook up my oscilloscope or etc. on it. So yeah. Anyway, and it's not that important, I think. So put it there. You can trim it. You can see if it holds the time correctly, slow or fast. Unfortunately, the diagram apparently have a bug on the RTC that doesn't work properly. It works in the emulator, but not on the real machine. We'll have to try to fix that one. But now I think we need to go to the more important thing and the last thing, and that's the scan doubler Flickerfixer part. So for that we need to populate some more ICs, etc. And here I will show you how to adjust some stuff that's more important. I would recommend, and I will put in sockets for the memory chips. That's usually not on the 3000, but as those memories are hard to get, I prefer to have the mechanical stress of soldering on sockets instead of the chips. So it's time for me to source the components and put it on. So another cut. And well, time to do this. I remove the motherboard as it will be mass switching, etc. So first we populate. I use this one. I can, instead of glasses, I'm old. Populate U476 with 74F163A. And I do really hate this through. Can't understand why people want it. Okay, then the PLL, that's U481, and that's an NE564M PLL. And then we have the 74HC04. That's not really buffer. Taking one pin and then do the rest. That 74 LS74. I guess I'm using for clock divider or something. I don't know. Actually, I bothered to check. Then we have some memory chips, I think. M51421-4, three of them, U472, U470 and U471. Have those completed. I also do like this, put in one and then you take it on the top side here. It's actually easier. And then I use my drag soldering technique, a knife blade. Like that. And then we have the sockets for the hard to get memory chips. Taking one pin on each socket. And the last socket here. Good professional YouTubing here. I should put on my fan. like that. So now we have sockets for the memories. We can also put in the memory chips. Straighten the pins before. As if you have removed them, then pins will not be straight, they will not do good connections between the sockets. That. Then we have socket for the amber. Take note to the direction. One is here. Okay, that is done. Put in the kickstart switch. No, not kickstart, the Flickerfixer switch. And the adjustment resistor. And then we have also can go over to microscope, I hope. Let's see if we can do it like this. There. That's a surface mounted part. Just have to find it here. There it is. And this is to adjust the PLL. Okay, soldered. now I noticed that I need to actually remove from the old card the videos and VGA connector. So I will do that and come back. Okay, I'll remove those, and we have the video here that I removed from the donor board. U478, and the text on the video is facing down here. Actually, don't know if it matters, but I haven't checked the design of it actually, to be honest. And I can't remember how the traces was, but that's on. Anyway, how it is. And this one actually does a conversion to colors. So this one handles the Flickerfixer, and this one handles the viewport. So they are two different ones. And finally, put on the connector. Soldered in. Okay, that's it. Now it's time to build it up here. I will do a cut for that one. And okay, I've set this up. As you can see, the machine is booted by the composite S-video signal, but as you can see on my top monitor there, the screen is black, and that's connected to the scan doubler. And there are a reason why I try to focus this one on my oscilloscope with my other camera here. If you can see something like this. Okay, not that professional. Anyway, okay, wrong camera. We'll do it like that. Here, close to the header, there's a header, 3 pins. There's note, a jumper header, and I will connect my oscilloscope to the middle pin. I will change camera now. Here, okay, not that good, but hope you can see that you have waves that are terrible, just terrible. It doesn't look anything good, and this is due to the PLL. And for that, you should do here the cap, variable cap that we saw with the super smart one here, is that one we need to adjust. And let's do that with the oscilloscope on. You don't need an oscilloscope for this, but it's easier. And if you run here, just move it some, and we will have a better clock now. And voila, picture. And that's how you adjust scan doubler. It's not the best one, it's bright light outside. but the perfect picture on that one, and we are actually more or less good to go. So what we now have to do is put on the rest of the small caps that we haven't put on yet. Here and here, yeah, all caps that are not easy to reach, or are more easy to reach and are just for decoupling. The machine works without them, but I do not recommend using the machine without them because instability, etc. So I will do that actually off camera because it's nothing to show when you put on lots of passive components. So that will be done now, and then we will watch the glory of this complete machine. Okay, everything is built. It starts up as you can see there. And we have a machine that boots up. We have the C clock that's not set, but anyway. We have 16 megabytes of RAM. We have a patch kickstart because I will show the 3660 as well. We have hopefully like some kind of audio. I will put it in here. That. Hopefully this one works. I have no idea if it works at the same time. It's my volume or anything. Anyway, let me start the music. And I hope that it was captured. Okay, so this is fully built ReAmiga 3000. And I will do a quick tour of the features, etc. on it again. I will turn off the machine, take my camera here, do a quick tour again of it. I will turn off the S-video there, like that. Okay, we have the onboard LEDs. Actually, I was thinking of now that you might maybe need to remove that one to have the LEDs working out, because I just struck me that I maybe designed that wrong. Please have that checked then. Look, if you don't have any LED activity on the 3000 LED, remove the SCSI one at least. Anyway. Let's go through here, and you can also see the default settings for all jumpers for a PAL 25 MHz 3000. Here is set to PAL. Here you can also see some jumpers set, so you know the default setting. And here is the cap that we just adjusted the Flickerfixer. And here is where we measured the middle pin on the oscilloscope to have a quite stable signal. And back here we have this 25 pin IDC for external SCSI. It has this dual 25 pin D-sub female. I don't think that you can get one anymore. To be sure, I haven't actually tested that one yet. Should work. Yeah. Same as your port. Same as that one. Yes, just for me, now building, I'm lazy not to find a D-sub for debugging, so not needed really. Fan connectors 5 and 12 volts for fans, and this one is actually set to this position, original on 3000, and that takes the tick signal from the power supply. But as I'm using ATX1, I have to set it to here to make the machine to even work. I think it will stuck in white screen otherwise. And this is a low voltage detector reset circuit. If you only get 1 megabyte fastband, independent of what you do, check that this one actually is inserted, and so one of those two, and it works. Because if it doesn't work, you will get 1 megabyte fastband, and just that. Kickstart here, can see that I removed this old one. It wasn't used on some older ones. It was other kickstart. So if you have a revision 4 or 6 or something, you cannot take those kickstart and put it here. You need a 27 C400 or C800 that you then also can change kickstart here for a kickstarting diagram, or that as I'm using it for 3.1 and 3.14. So software that doesn't work with 3.14 like disks when you boot on Workbench doesn't exist. So yeah, quite handy. And more jumpers you can see here, original one. And this is extra oscillator for the FPU. If you have an oscillator here, you put that jumper in that position, otherwise you have it in this position and it will be 25 megahertz, like that one, exactly like that one. But if you want a separate one, you can use here. So here I actually have a 66 megahertz oscillator and a 40 megahertz FPU. And RAM, as you know, this one populated first and that one, so if only that one, you have 8 megabyte RAM, or here you have 2 8 megabyte SIMs giving you 16 megabytes of RAM. The keyboard connector, you can also have mini DIN one for the 4000 keyboards. I haven't tested that one either, to be honest. Okay, that's it, I think. Yeah, battery only CR2032, no chargeable ones anymore. And okay, to have a 3660 installed, this jumper should be to off. This jumper should be to external, and this jumper to external. And as I have a patched 3.1, I can use 060. If you want to use a 3640, remember that you must be version 3.1 at least of the 3640, otherwise it will not work with the DMA. Let's see here, put it down here like that, put my camera back on top of my monitor here, and switch so we can have some composite out and see if it boots first time or not. Sometimes my SCSI SD card doesn't like me, as you noticed, like that. I think that's because I'm using no external power to the SCSI to SD card. So like that. Now I think it works. And well, you can see with the 3660 in here, it does fit here. You can have the original case over here, and you can still actually have a small fan if you want to. And here, yep, 060, yeah, it works fine. And that's it. And I hope you like this build. We'll do more like this. I will do a text write-up of this one as well with another board. And if you want to see anything more that I build like this, do tell me. Last word about caps, so this is important. If you decide to use ceramic caps or tantalum or so here and have an issue, don't ask me. Simple, don't ask me. If you know why you can change to components that behave totally different than this, I think you also know how to troubleshoot. So put on the wrong caps and do not ask me. Otherwise I will try to help you, but if you think that it's a good idea to have ceramic caps or tantalum, no, it's not, basic period. On some locations yes, some not, especially not audio. So simple, use electrolytes and then you can ask me. Otherwise there's a door. Not really, but yeah, will not get the real answers from me. Anyway, this is it. Next project will be to do a tutorial how to reverse engineer a PCB, and I will take this, or not exactly this one, but over 30 card for 4000, how to reverse engineer that using Sprint. As that one is a 4-layer card, so you get all layers, etc. Anyway, that's it. Hope you like it, and do tell if you have some questions or ideas for next thing I will do. And hope you had any use for this, as building from scratch and up is much easier than just putting all components and then it doesn't work and you don't know where to begin. Doing like this, you can find out like where it behaves different, etc. You have some more clue. Anyway, again, thank you and bye.